Your temperature gauge spikes into the red zone, then suddenly drops back to normal a few minutes later. This pattern is confusing and often misdiagnosed by drivers. The cause is usually a specific cooling system component acting intermittently rather than failing completely. Here are 7 of the common reasons for this overheating pattern and exactly how to fix each one. Air trapped in the cooling system. Coolant flows through a sealed system and must stay free of air pockets to transfer heat efficiently. Its job is to maintain continuous contact with engine surfaces. When air gets trapped after a coolant change, hose repair, or leak, the air pocket disrupts heat transfer until it moves out of the way. Temperature spikes when the air pocket reaches the engine sensor, then returns to normal as coolant displaces it. How to fix it? With the engine cold, remove the radiator cap and fill the reservoir to the maximum mark. Start the engine with the cap off and let it idle with the heater on max for 10 minutes. Bleed air from any bleeder screws on the thermostat housing. Top off as the level drops. This removes most trapped air pockets without expensive tools. Failing thermostat. Sticking intermittently. The thermostat opens at a set temperature to allow coolant to reach the radiator. Its job is to respond consistently to engine temperature changes. When the thermostat starts failing, it sticks closed briefly under certain conditions. The engine temperature climbs until the thermostat finally opens, then drops back to normal as full coolant flow resumes. This intermittent pattern is a clear sign of thermostat failure. How to fix it? Replace the thermostat with a new unit rated for your specific engine. Use the exact temperature rating in the service manual. A replacement thermostat costs between $8 and $25 and is one of the most affordable cooling system repairs. Always replace the thermostat gasket at the same time to prevent coolant leaks at the housing. Low coolant level. Coolant transfers heat away from the engine through the entire cooling system. Its job is to maintain enough volume to absorb heat consistently. When the coolant level is low, the system has less fluid to absorb heat. Temperature climbs faster under load, then drops back to normal during light throttle when heat output decreases. The pattern repeats throughout each drive cycle as conditions change. How to fix it? Check the coolant reservoir with the engine cold. The fluid should sit between the minimum and maximum marks. Top off with the coolant type specified in your owner's manual. Inspect underneath the vehicle for any coolant leaks. A bottle of correct coolant costs between $8 and $20 at any auto parts store. Failing cooling fan. The cooling fan pulls air through the radiator when the vehicle is stopped or moving slowly. Its job is to provide airflow when ram air from driving is not available. When the fan fails or the relay starts cycling intermittently, temperature climbs at idle or in slow traffic. The temperature drops back to normal once the vehicle starts moving and ram air takes over the cooling job naturally. How to fix it? Watch the cooling fan with the engine running and the AC turned on. The fan should activate within 2 minutes. If the fan does not run, check the fan relay and the fan motor. A replacement fan relay costs between $5 and $15. A complete fan motor assembly costs between $50 and $150 depending on the vehicle. Partially clogged radiator. The radiator transfers heat from coolant to outside air through hundreds of internal passages and external fins. Its job is to allow free coolant flow while maximizing surface area. When internal corrosion or sediment partially blocks the passages, coolant flows more slowly through the radiator. Heat builds up in the engine, then drops once the system catches up. This intermittent pattern is common on radiators over 10 years old. How to fix it? Check the radiator surface for obstruction or damage. Run the engine until warm and feel the radiator with your hand. Cool spots indicate blocked passages. A radiator flush kit costs about $20 and may restore some flow. A replacement radiator costs between $80 and $300 depending on the vehicle. Faulty coolant temperature sensor. The coolant temperature sensor reports engine temperature to the dashboard gauge and the PCM. Its job is to provide accurate, real-time temperature data. When the sensor sends erratic readings due to internal failure or wiring issues, the dashboard gauge swings up and down, even though actual engine temperature is normal. Drivers see overheating that disappears when the issue is actually false sensor data. How to fix it? Connect an OBD2 scanner and watch the live coolant temperature reading during a drive. Compare the scanner reading against the dashboard gauge. If both fluctuate together but actual engine temperature feels normal, the sensor is sending bad data. A replacement coolant temperature sensor costs between $6 and $18 and installs in minutes. Weak water pump or slipping drive belt. The water pump circulates coolant through the engine and radiator. Its job is to maintain consistent flow at all engine speeds. When the pump impeller wears out or the drive belt slips intermittently, coolant flow becomes inconsistent. Temperature climbs when flow drops, then drops back when flow returns. The serpentine belt is often the cause if it is glazed or undertensioned. How to fix it? Inspect the serpentine belt. For cracks, glazing, or signs of slipping, press firmly on the belt midway between two pulleys. More than half an inch of deflection indicates weak belt tension. Replace the belt and tensioner if needed. Check the water pump for play in the pulley shaft. A replacement water pump costs between $30 and $150.